Hello. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to go live. I'm going live with my laptop, so picture quality may not be the best, but if anyone is here with me, I would love to know, can you hear me? Can you let me know in the chat that you can hear me well? I have my microphone set up. I just want to know that it's working. Let's see if I can figure out if anyone is here yet. Okay, no one's here yet. I will wait until official start time. And then if you're watching the replay, I'll put a timestamp in the description to share like where the actual video starts. All right, hey, I see someone's joined me. Hi, can you let me know if you can hear me? And we'll get started in just a moment. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I just got my own email. All right, I'm going to assume that I can be heard, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the celebration. Thank you so much for being here with me. So if you are new here and you happened upon this live video, I'm Toyin Ali. I'm the founder of the Academic Society. I actually started this channel in 2017 because I wanted to help graduate students and support them in ways that their department may not have necessarily been supporting them through time management, organization, productivity. And it's been a very fun, interesting journey, and I'm so happy to have surpassed 10,000 subscribers, and I couldn't have made it here without you. So thank you so much for joining me and subscribing and sharing this channel with your friends. It really helps. And if you're watching this now, continue sharing with your friends because, having more people would just be amazing. Okay, let's get into the chat for today. So let me know in the chat, are you feeling behind right now? At this point in the semester, are you feeling behind? Do you feel behind on your schoolwork, doing things just for you, hanging out with your family and friends? Are you feeling behind in this moment? If so, I have 9 things for you to do to help you get back on track so that you can end the semester strong. I made like a whole list of notes here that I'm excited to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you are feeling behind, like everything's just coming at you, deadline after deadline, no time to rest, no time to breathe, no time to get back on track. Every time you set a goal or set a plan, it just gets ruined. All right, so number 1, it is so important to get clear on what habits you actually want to have. Like these things you are falling behind on, do you even have a list of these things that are non-negotiables for you, these things that are priorities for you? Like, is it a priority of yours to have blocks of time to do work within the week? Is it a priority for you to spend time with your family? Is it a priority for you to sleep? Like, what are these things? So my first tip is to just write out a list of 3 to 5 things that you want to not be behind on. And just knowing what those are and seeing those in front of you will be really helpful. All right. It says that my chat has been disconnected. I wonder if there's a way for me to refresh. I don't even know. Let me see, you guys. Hold on. I don't want to miss out on any chatting and questions. One moment. All right, let me turn my volume off. Okay, I see your chat. I have to get my phone because it's not showing me on my computer. I see all of the above, definitely all of the above. Okay, awesome. So glad you guys are here. Okay, all right. So now that you know the things that you want to do, the habits that you want to have going forward, the next step is to schedule them, right? You're probably not going to do what's not on your planner or on your schedule. So it's important to actually take the time and figure out, when are you going to do each of those things? If you have reading on your list of things that you need to do, when are you actually going to do it? Do you have time to do it? Are you just going to magically wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm going to read for 2 hours today, because typically that doesn't happen unless it's in your schedule. So, I always talk about a productive weekly schedule and how that's so important to have one that's flexible, but have one that's repeatable so that it's a Monday. These are the things that I do on a Monday. And the schedule is set up so that you are doing the things you actually prioritize. Your schedule includes your non-negotiables. So you don't forget to do these things, and they don't fall behind. You don't fall behind on the things because they're actually in your schedule. And so I always say, me personally, I'm not going to do something that isn't documented. If I haven't told myself and written it down that I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to forget about it. I'm going to be wrapped up in something else. So that is something that I highly recommend. Oh, thank you so much, Abisola. All right. So, also a mindset thing. When you put something on your calendar, you're signaling to yourself that you are actually going to do it. If something deserves to be on your calendar, it is of high importance to you. So if something is of high importance to you and it's not on your calendar, you're signaling to yourself that actually maybe it's not so important. So if it deserves your time and energy, schedule it. So that list of things that I told you to write down that you want to do, schedule it in your week. For next week, put those things in your schedule. Okay. Then the third, commit to your schedule, right? Stick to your schedule. So, something I talk about with my focus group, we have a monthly planning session every single week. And I always open the planning session with this little spiel about promises and how I like to think of my schedule and my to-do list as promises that I make to myself. And so with that, I want to be realistic with the promises that I make to myself, because if I said I'm going to do something and then I don't do that thing that I said I was going to do, that's me breaking a promise to myself. And so what does that mean? When I say that I'm going to do something else, I remember that I broke my promise in the future, and I start to not trust myself, and I don't believe myself when I say that I'm going to do something, right? When I don't do it. However, on the flip side, if I say that I'm going to do something and put it in my schedule and actually do the thing that I said that I was going to do, I kept a promise to myself, and I trust myself so that the next time that I say I'm going to do something, I believe that I'm going to do it. And it keeps me excited to do the next thing. So when you do create your productive weekly schedule, treat it like a promise. Treat it like a promise to yourself. And you don't want to lose trust in yourself. And that's why it must be realistic. You can't just reach for the stars and say, I'm going to do all of these things if it's not realistic at all. Okay, number 4, don't give up just because conditions aren't perfect, right? We set out this weekly schedule and we hope that we can follow it. We commit to following it. But then you get an email, oh, there's a meeting, there's a seminar, there's a thing, you got to do grading. There's something that gets in the way of your schedule. And all of a sudden, your schedule's thrown off. You feel like, oh no, I can't do any of the things that I said that I was going to do. I don't have time to do the things that I said I was going to do. And so just because the conditions aren't perfect and it doesn't turn out exactly how you expected it to turn out, doesn't mean you still can't be productive. So I talked about this in my video last week, right? Just because you don't have a full hour to get something done doesn't mean you can't get started, right? If you have a paper to read and you have 15 minutes between classes, maybe you can't read the full paper, but you can read the introduction. You can start highlighting things. If you have a paper to write, maybe you can do some brainstorming, some research, write an outline, right? And do smaller things to get you started in those smaller chunks of time. And bringing back friends and family. So I know the person who asked me to talk about this today said they feel behind on talking with their friends and family as well. Sometimes you can have connections in small pockets of time, right? You don't have to spend an hour on the phone with your friends and family to feel connected to them. What I would do is I I work on a very big campus and my classrooms are in different buildings. So when I would walk from across campus to a different classroom, I would typically call my parents and just chat with them for about 3 to 5 minutes. And that was enough to feel like I'm connected to them. And we have this like daily connection. So just because conditions aren't perfect and you don't have a lot of time doesn't mean that you can't do something. All right. Also, if you find yourself running out of hours in the day, I urge you to consider your start time. Like, what time are you waking up? Could you wake up 30 minutes earlier? Like working out. So, working out is something for me. I have to do it in the morning or else it just won't get done. And I started doing kickboxing this summer. And on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, my classes start at 9:10. However, I wake up at 5:55 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday so I can get to my gym by 6:15 and get my 30-minute workout in at the beginning of the day. Sometimes all it takes is waking up 30 minutes earlier or an hour earlier to add something into your day that you really value. All right. How's it going so far? Are we resonating? My mom says, don't give up, love it. Bridget's in this focus room with apps. So I have a program called Focus, and we do co-working sessions, and the co-working room is just open 24/7. So there's a couple students in there now working, and they've joined us. So Bridget's in the focus room with Abby Sola, staying committed to your schedule. I love this. Abby Sola says, do this as well. Talk to my parents while commuting. I love that. KN says, same. Got to work out first thing in the morning or else it's not happening. Exactly. So do you need to wake up earlier or stay up later? I don't recommend staying up later, but you may be a night person. Okay, number 5, introduce accountability, right? Sometimes just holding yourself accountable isn't enough. Maybe you have to write something on your schedule. Maybe you have to create a reminder in your phone. I highly recommend finding an accountability partner. So this is someone in a similar stage of grad school as you. So you can check in with them at the beginning of the week and say, all right, these are the things I'm going to do. And then check back in with them at the end of the week and say, okay, I did 2 of those things, and just like having someone there holding you accountable is super helpful. I do this in my focus group, my productivity and accountability program for graduate students. At the beginning of every single week, I check in and I ask, all right, what are your top 3 goals for this week? I'm going to check back in later. And at the end of the week, I check back in. Hey, did you make progress on these goals? And sometimes they'll say, yes, I got all of it done. Sometimes they say, oh, actually, I got 2 of the 3 done, or I got 1 of the things done. But they appreciate me checking in, and it helps to like keep them focused and keep moving forward. All right. JN is in the co-working focus room. Kristen says, I love the focus room. I was in there earlier. You guys, you need to jump in, focus, and work with these people because they're awesome, amazing group of grad students. Okay, who else? Someone asked, will we be able to rewatch this later? Probably. I assume this will stay on my YouTube channel. I hope so. If I do it all correctly, it should. Let's see. JN says, Bridget said, JN, Abby Solar are keeping me accountable today. I love it. Tiffany, I'm up at 5:30 and my classes start at 11. I usually work on planning, meditate, read a book, but I discover I'm most focused from 6 to 10. And after that, I'm easily off task. See, I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, Caitlin. So Caitlin is my friend from grad school. Caitlin is here. She says, thanks for being my accountability partner when we were in grad school. Yes, thank you, Caitlin. I got so much more work done because I would work with Caitlin. If I went to the library by myself, I would leave in an hour and a half. But with Caitlin, we stayed for like 3 hours. JN says, Abby Sola and Bridget have been keeping me accountable these last few weekends. Love the focus room too. It holds me accountable. Accountability is so important. Like sometimes we fall behind on things because we just don't feel motivated to get work done. But when you have some accountability, that really, really helps to like re-motivate you and re-energize you and get you back into focus. Also, if you don't have an accountability partner, sometimes a public declaration can be enough, right? Just posting on your Instagram or Facebook saying, all right, y'all, I'm going to spend 2 hours doing this thing. I'm going to let you know if I did or not. Sometimes that can be enough too. Okay, number 6, reflect and recommit. So you plan to do things in the week goes by, right? At the end of the week, it's so important to reflect. How did the week go? What went well? What didn't go well? What things can I repeat? What things should I not repeat? what like maybe this type of task took longer than expected, so I know to allot more time for it next week. And so as you're reflecting, you can set your plan for the next week, and your next week's plan will be even better than the previous one. All right, so number 7 is to remember that it won't be perfect at first or ever, right? Maybe your schedule will never be perfect, but that is okay. So I like to say a schedule is really just a guess, and probably not even an educated guess. It's like an outline of what we think we can do in the week, but it's founded not really in fact at all. So if your schedule goes off the rails, that's totally fine. You just guessed, right? It's okay if your guess is wrong. That's why the reflect and recommit is so important. You can make it even better the next week, and even better the next week, and even better the next week. So we can be constantly iterating on our schedule so that it gets better and better and better. All right. Number 8, self-care. Sometimes, well, all the time, you need to take care of yourself. I always tell my students, you can't do math on a tired brain. You can't do grad school on an exhausted brain. I always like give the example where, okay, you're working on something and it's like 11 p.m. and you're like, oh man, you know what? I just need to get it done. I'm going to stay up till 3 in the morning and work on this thing. And maybe you're a night person and you think well at night, but personally for me, my thoughts are horrible at night. And when I'm tired, it takes me even longer to do any kind of task. What I prefer to do is to go to bed early and wake up early. And my brain is just so much more sharp in the morning. And something that would take me 3 hours at night could literally take me 30 minutes or an hour in the day. So my recommendation is to take care of yourself and figure out what things are great for you. Like for me, I love to get sucked into a TV show. That might not be self care for you. Maybe reading a book for fun is self care for you. Going for a walk could be self care. Going to bed at a certain hour, getting a certain amount of sleep may be self care for you. Hanging out with friends and family could be self care. And self care should be scheduled. Just because it's self care doesn't mean it's going to happen on its own. Remember, if something deserves to be done, it should be in the schedule. So I always like to put in my self-care first. Like after putting in my classes and stuff, I put in self-care and then put in my productivity time around my self-care. So I know that I'm going to get it done. All right, let's see. What else are you guys saying? A few days ago, I had my first focus room with 2 to 3 ladies. It felt so good to have some accountability. I love that. Abby Sola struggles with self-care, always exhausted. Well, I'm going to challenge you right now, Abby Sola. What's one thing that you can do this weekend just for you? Like, is it a nap? Or is it reading? Like, is it a walk? What is one thing that you can commit to this weekend? Let's see. Oh, can't do grad school on an exhausted brain. So true, right? JN asks, what time do you sleep and what time do you wake up? Yeah, I'm usually headed for bed around 10. That's when I shower. I'm in bed around 10:30, sleep by 11. And on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I wake up at 5:55. And on Tuesday, Thursday, I don't teach, so I let my body wake up naturally, which happens to be at 7 a.m. So I'm up pretty early every day. Let's see. Bridget said you don't have to tell me twice about self-care. Yes. Ooh, a hot deep bath. I love baths. Like taking a hot bath, listening to some music and just chilling. I love that. Tiffany says, thank you for these examples. My self-care is doing a 1 mile walk at the park. I do want to establish some different activities, one that doesn't involve spending money. Oh yeah. Me and my friend, who's like a business friend, we started doing these Sunday morning walks where we just like talk about our business, but walk. That's like a form of self-care and accountability all together, wrapped up in one activity. Abisola said a nap definitely, but I have so many assignments due. So my question for you, Abisola, would you get your assignments done quicker and more efficiently if you had a nap, or would you be able to get them done quickly and efficiently before your nap? I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but that's just my question for you. Thanks for sharing, no problem. Okay, that brings me to, and then part of self-care, give yourself grace, right? No one is perfect. No one is going to do all the things perfectly. So if you do fall behind, know that everyone falls behind. It's not just you, right? Give yourself a little grace. Finally, my last thing, join a community designed to help you be successful. So I've been talking about my community called Focus, and it is designed to help graduate students by providing accountability and helping with a framework to help you be more productive. So I mentioned we have this co-working space where you can jump in at any time and work with the students just to help hold you accountable. Also, I'm checking in every single week to see what you're working on and checking back in to see if you did what you said you're going to do. And we have a planning session every single month so that we can reset, right? Especially if you're falling behind. A new month is coming. You can reset, set new goals, create a new schedule, and make plans to be a little more efficient. And so we do a monthly planning session. And actually, this is the perfect time to tell you our planning session is coming next Friday at this exact time, 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you're available now, you could be available next week for our monthly planning session where we walk through my project management for academics framework. We set goals. We actually break them down so that they can be put in your schedule for the week. And we come up with a weekly schedule, a daily routine. And it's a nice time to meet the other people in the program. So if you are not familiar with Focus, there should be a link for it. Let me see if I can put a link in the chat for you guys. It's the academicsociety.com/focus. Let me find it for you. All right, hopefully the chat works. I can't see your chat, but maybe you can see me. Okay, so next Saturday, 1 p.m., we will be having a planning session. You're welcome to join us inside of Focus. All right, and then my final thing is a warning. Okay, so my warning is about being realistic. Try not to overschedule yourself, okay? When you overschedule yourself, it makes you hate the things you used to enjoy. Maybe you went into grad school because you love a specific subject, right? I'm a mathematician. I love math, right? But sometimes you can burn out on things and you end up saying, oh, I hate this, right? So when you overschedule yourself, sometimes you hate the things that you used to enjoy. You start to miss out on quality time with important people in your life, and that just doesn't make you feel good either. Also, it can reduce the number of opportunities that you have. Like when you say yes to something, you're also saying no to other things. So it's really important to say yes to the right things. So I highly recommend just being realistic with your schedule and knowing that you do need time for yourself to survive. Let's see. Yes, Abisola, please attend the next planning session. Bridget is going. I love the RSVP. Half the battle of grad school is realizing that everyone is also figuring it out as they go. Exactly. Everyone is figuring it out. Everyone feels imposter syndrome. Everyone is feeling inadequate. Everyone is feeling like a fraud. You are not the only one. Tiffany says, easier said than done. Oh, you're so welcome, Raymond. That's true. Never realized overscheduling made me hate or dislike things I did. Yeah, it can. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. So if you have been feeling behind on things, like, you're just frazzled. hopefully you can do the things I mentioned. I'll run through my steps again. I said, get clear on your habits, create a list of 3 to 5 things that you want to do and not be behind on. Then number 2, schedule those things in a planner. Number 3, commit to sticking with that schedule. Number 4, don't give up just because the conditions aren't perfect, right? You can still get stuff done. Number 5, introduce some accountability. Number 6, reflect and recommit like weekly. Number 7, it won't be perfect at first or ever, so keep that in mind. Number 8, self-care. And number 9, join a community like Focus with other graduate students who are doing the same thing. All right, are we ready for the giveaway? Is it giveaway time? Let me know if you guys are ready. I'm going to do it trivia style. All right, so if you are ready, let me tell you the things that you will win. So everyone who wins will receive a copy of my ebook, #GradBoss. And you will also win one of 2 programs. You will either win, if you're an incoming graduate student, you will win Grad School Prep, which is my program to help you prepare for grad school, give you all the background foundations you need. And if you're a current grad student, you will win access to Focus. So if you've been interested in Focus, you just have to win the giveaway. Okay, and if you're already in Focus and you win, I'll find something else. Or maybe, yeah, well, you'll also get my book, but you can still win Focus, people. I'll come up with another prize for you. Okay, sounds like we're ready. All right, so it's basically whoever answers correctly first is the winner. I have 5 trivia questions, so there'll be 5 winners. Are we ready? Okay, let's do it. Number 1, first person with the correct answer wins. What year was the Academic Society founded? What year was the Academic Society founded? I got my eye on the chat. Oh, JN, you got it. 2017. Awesome. So JN, please email me that you've won. I will remember this. Let me just write your name down. First winner is JN. Okay. 2017 was the answer. Question number 2. I'm looking for 3 answers. All 3 have to be correct. The Focus framework has 3 pillars for grad school success with productivity and time management. Okay, I'm going to repeat. The Focus framework has 3 pillars for grad school success with productivity and time management. What are those 3 pillars? I need all 3 to be correct. All right. Also, I feel like Focus people could get this quickly, but what are the 3 pillars of the Focus framework for time management and productivity? Does anyone know? I talk about them all the time. You can probably guess them correctly. Oh, maybe no one knows this. Maybe we should come back to this one later. Spaces, projects, and tasks. Oh, that's an interesting answer. So those are part of my project management framework on how we actually go from the top down with our big goals and break them down to daily tasks. But that is not the answer I'm looking for, Kristen. If you've ever watched me talk about Focus, these words are in the 3 bubbles. All right, well, let's move on. We can come back to this later. Oh, Sarah got it. Okay, so prioritization, structure, and accountability. Those are the 3. All right, Sarah, I'm writing your name down. Also email me so you can get your prize. Yay, congratulations, Sarah. Prioritization, structure, and accountability. Those are the 3 things that you need to have for grad school success with productivity and time management. And we do all those 3 things inside of Focus. All right, ready for number 3? Okay, I'm looking for 2 answers for number 3. Both have to be correct. All right, first person to answer wins. What did I get my PhD in and how long did it take? What did I get my PhD in and how long did it take? What did I get my PhD in and how long did it take? Oh, okay. Abby So was first, but one of your answers was incorrect. Kristen, you are correct. My PhD is in math and I got it in 5 years. All right, Kristen Darby. I will write that down. Please email me that you have won. I know you're a Focus member. Okay. Number 4. Got 2 more questions. All right. The next question is multiple choice. So I need A, B, C, or D as the answer. When did I realize I wanted to teach math? So the question is, when did I realize that I wanted to teach math? And the options are A, undergrad, B, first year of grad school, C, second year of grad school, D, third year of grad school. When did I realize I wanted to teach math? A, undergrad, B, first year of grad school, C, second year of grad school, D, third year of grad school. I feel like I shouldn't say if someone has said the correct answer yet. All right, I'll give it another go round. When did I realize I wanted to teach math? A, undergrad, B, first year of grad school, C, second year of grad school, D, third year of grad school. Raymond, you won. D. I didn't know that I wanted to teach math until my third year of grad school, when I was forced to be a TA and I had to teach my first math class. I just knew I would never teach because I was so shy and I'd hated public speaking, but here we are. Congratulations, Raymond. I'm going to write your name down. Raymond Hughley. All right, send me an email. Let me know you won to claim your prize. Okay, here is the final question for the giveaway period. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Final question. I want the full and correct answer. What is the full title of my book? What is the full title of my book? All words have to be correct. And symbols. What is the full title of my book? Yes, Nadia, congratulations. Hashtag GRADBOSS, a grad school survival guide. Awesome. Okay, let me write your name down. Nadia Hassan. All right, email me. I should be able to find you if you're already on my email list, but if you're not, please email me. Yay, you won! Thank you so much for playing the Academic Society Trivia. That was actually a lot of fun. So the winners will receive my book, as well as either grad school prep or focus. You get to choose. If you're already in focus and you won, you'll get a prize as well. I just need to brainstorm and think of something. Okay, that is it. I said I would answer a few questions as well. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for helping me to get to 10,000 YouTube subscribers, which, by the way, this was a long time coming. When I first started, I remember a milestone was just getting 100 subscribers. And then for a long time, I was hovering with 300 subscribers. Like for months, I had 300 subscribers and then 1,000. And once I hit 1,000, I really just started growing just consistently and regularly. And now we're here at 10,000. And so I believe that if every one of you shared this channel with your grad school friends, we will be at 20,000 in no time, and we can do this again. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. All right, did you all have any questions? If there are no questions, you are welcome to leave and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am so grateful. I'm so excited. I'm excited. I feel like now that I've hit 10,000, I can like do sponsorships. So look forward to those. My plan is, so here's a sneak peek of my plan for getting sponsorships. My plan is to go in my Facebook group, ask my grad students, what are your favorite tools, resources, softwares for grad school? I'm going to create a top 10 or top 5 list and do a video about that. And I'm going to use that to leverage, and hopefully I can get sponsorships with those companies. That would be amazing. Maybe you guys can get some products for discounted rates and stuff. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for joining me. I love being here with you guys. This is great. I don't want to leave, but I must. Okay. Oh, Bridget said that would be great. That's my plan. So hopefully in January we can like start getting this together and we can be sponsored on this channel. Okay. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. I will talk to you later. Bye.